Let's get ready for Kids Worship Junior.
What is in our trunk? What do you guys think it could be? What is this? Who could have possibly worn this? We'll have to hear our story today to see what it's about. So we've been studying the life of Joseph. He's the favorite son of Jacob. We're going to act out our epic Bible story today. So who would like to pretend to be Joseph? Who remembers something about Joseph? Yes, Joseph's dad, Jacob, loved Joseph more than any of his 11 other sons. He gave Joseph this fancy coat, and that made all the other brothers feel something. Who remembers what they felt? Jealousy. We learned that jealousy leads to trouble. Who remembers the dreams that Joseph had? Joseph dreamed that his brothers and his whole family would eventually bow down to him as a powerful ruler. That was a promise from God. And that reminds me of today's heart of the lesson. God keeps his promises. Can you say that with me? God keeps his promises. Did God keep his promise to make Joseph into a great ruler right away? No, many bad, hard things happened to Joseph, but God was with him the whole time and helped him to be successful. Who remembers something bad that happened to Joseph? Yes, his brothers, they took his nice coat and they sold Joseph to a slave trader. Joseph was a slave in Egypt, and he grew up to be a man. God helped him to do everything well, and his owner, Potiphar, made him his house manager. But Potiphar's wife falsely accused Joseph, and Potiphar put Joseph in jail. Even in jail, Joseph was successful. God helped him interpret 2 prisoners' dreams. This eventually let Joseph come before Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, to interpret Pharaoh's dreams too. Pharaoh made Joseph second only to him, and he put Joseph in charge of managing the plenty and famine that was predicted in Pharaoh's dreams. Did God keep his promise to Joseph to make him a great ruler? Yes, he did. Did anyone notice today's clue? The Egyptian headdress? Good job at finding it. Can you show me 7? That's right. Joseph traveled all over Egypt during the 7 years of plenty. He stored up so much grain that no one could count it all. That's a lot of grain. And when the 7 years of famine came and no one had any food, to whom do you think the people came to get food? That's right. People came from all over to buy grain from Joseph. Even his brothers came to bow down to him and buy grain. Would you like to pretend to be his brothers? Okay, let's ask Joseph if we can buy some grain.
Please, mighty ruler Joseph, can we please buy some grain?
Oh, thank you. You're too kind.
Wow. Did God keep his promise to Joseph? Is he a great ruler with everyone, including his family, bowing down to him? Yes, that is correct. Joseph recognized his brothers, but they did not recognize him. He wanted to see if they were still mean, so he tested them. He gave them grain and sent them home, but he kept one of the brothers in prison. He also told the rest of the brothers, "You will have to bring your youngest brother with you next time if you want to get Simeon out of prison and buy more grain." Let's still pretend you are the brothers, and now you are walking back to your dad, Jacob. So we'll just walk in place, Can you say, Dad's not gonna like this? All right, let's sit back down. He did not like it. When his brothers got home with no Simeon, Jacob was really mad. First you tell me Joseph is dead, then you leave Simeon in prison in Egypt, and now you have to take Benjamin back with you when you need more grain? Can you all say, yes, Father? Oh no, I can't lose another son. They did use up all of that grain, and they had to go back to Egypt. Jacob did let them take their younger brother Benjamin with them. When Joseph saw Benjamin, he was so happy that he wept. There is a lot more to this story, but Joseph still doesn't know if the brothers are still jealous and mean. So he tested them again, saying, you can have Simeon back and all the grain that you want, but I'm going to keep Benjamin here with me. What do you think the brothers said when they heard this? They said, no. Can you say that? No. We can't go home without Benjamin. Our father will die without him. When Joseph heard that, he knew that his brothers cared about Benjamin and weren't mean anymore. So he told them, I am Joseph, your brother. What do you think the brothers said when they heard this? They said no. Can you all say that? No. We can't go home without Benjamin. Our father will die without him. When Joseph heard that, he knew that his brothers had cared about Benjamin, and they weren't mean anymore. So he told them, I am Joseph, your brother. Take more grain home and bring everyone here to live with me in Egypt. I forgive you for trying to hurt me. I will take care of you because God has kept his promise and made me into a great ruler in Egypt. The brothers took the grain back to their father and told him that Joseph was alive. Jacob and all of his brothers moved down to live in Egypt with Joseph. That is the story of Joseph.